GameStop, eBay. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's got a cool thumbnail giving their insights. And, I love the geniuses who are saying, oh, this guy's making a play for the board. Yeah, I can see that. Small companies don't like big companies. I've heard that one before. This won't impact anything. I don't know. Here's what I will tell you. Here's what's an absolute 100% must that you should be paying attention to right now. Retail is changing. I mean, big time retail is changing. GameStop was dead years ago. They were shorted. They were supposed to go bankrupt. The video game world was over. Streaming had killed them. Now, have you been to a GameStop? I have. I actually like my GameStop. I joined their damn membership program. I got my Chrome, most of my Topps Chrome football at the GameStop. Some at Dick's, some at Target, but most of it I got from GameStop. What does this mean? Again, it doesn't make a difference. Let's pretend GameStop, no, nothing happens. GameStop has money. They're definitely staying in the card world. That's what you should focus on. So what does that mean for local card stores? I've been very hard about this. And I was listening to Collision last night on Professor's channel talking about local card stores, and everybody's arguing, uh, they're too dependent on allocation, and oh no, they're doing really well. I would say all those things are somewhat true, right? I don't think any card stores are often like snowflakes, unless you're a national card store or national retailer. And I think that's what they should be paying attention to is that yeah, you could have a card store that survives forever, but I think many will fail or struggle. And I don't think it has to do solely with allocation. I think the space, the market is changing. I'm a consumer. Number one thing, I'm a consumer. I've been a part owner in a local card store. I've also been an owner in a braking company. I've been involved in sports cards for about, 10 plus years now. But number one, I'm a consumer. So when I want to get a product, I want to get it at a good price. The fact that, again, all the Chrome, I can still go to Dick's and Target and Walmart and possibly find Chrome at retail prices. If I go to any one of my local card stores, any one of them, they're going to cost more than the retail price. There are some exceptions where they might run a special. If we're going to do the blaster boxes at 39, it doesn't happen often, right? Why is that? I don't know. And as a consumer, why would you pay more? Again, if both are available, I'm going to go to the one that's more affordable. What happens is once those ones, you know, run out, those local card stores, those ones start selling. The market then adjusts and starts paying more. It's very interesting. And I'm not going to talk about right now in the sports card market how we value something at whatever the last sold was. Everything must be worth that amount. No, there's always stuff happening at a lower level. So anyway, my point here to the whole eBay GameStop thing is that I think the retail market is changing. You have Dick's, Walmart, Target, um, GameStop, all looking at this space. In fact, I like I said, I've been going to GameStop. I have not started using the PSA. The PSA GameStop thing looks pretty interesting. Um, there's so much coolness that could potentially happen in the next few years. I'll even say crash could happen, and that in itself is change, and change is when opportunity takes place. Um, but I think no one's talking about the fact that retail is changing more than anything. Like I remember when I started in the hobby back in 2015, 16, my son and I used to run around and I dropped my sons off in front of Target and they would run in right to Target and they would text me, Dad, they've got it here. And then I'd park the car and come in with the other two boys, right? Because we had four boys and two young ones and two older ones. And we were looking for Prism football and Bowman mega boxes. That's it. That's all that we did back then, 16, 17. Great time doing it, man. Some best times of a father-son um, stories. I'm sure the criticism will come, but my boys still, when we pull up a Target, I still tease. Remember, I used to drop you off to check the Prism. He's like, yeah. He goes, Dad, I still check the Prism section when I walk through Target and Walmart. So we have that bond. Retail is strong. We don't have a bond about. Oh, remember going like here's my sons remember. Hey, Dad, remember the little card store and the guy took advantage of us and traded us three boxes of some unlicensed baseball for our Aaron Judge, blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, I do. Honestly, that's what my sons will tell you. They remember being taken advantage of at a card store because they're smart. And later on, we look at comps and well, these guys really took advantage of us. Like my son had a really big card, right? It was like a refractor Aaron Judge, and we were at the store, and they offered to do a trade. And at the time, the trade value seemed great, right? We are getting three boxes. I want to say it was a Panini product. It was a nice Panini product. It was not immaculate. It was something like that, and it made us think, hey, this is gonna be really cool. We've got chances at Aaron Judges, and it was also kind of before we understood licensed and unlicensed. I mean, it just anyway, good point there to make. So I think there's a market. for local card stores, but they're going to have to evolve. And I also think retail is changing, and no one is paying attention to that. And I don't know why. I mean, I think it's interesting. And again, as a consumer, let me just say this too, as a consumer, I think times are great. Like Topps Chrome, all the hype, all the FOMO. I was able to get plenty of it. I enjoyed opening it. Not. I wish I had more hobby. I wish it was one of those EQL drops, but it is what it is. Like, comment, subscribe.